Hello everyone, welcome to the weekly Pebble Penny coin video. My name's Mark. I own and run the Pebble Penny along with my wife Catherine. We're a small coin shop in the northern suburbs of Adelaide in a suburb called Mawson Lakes. If you're here in Adelaide and you haven't come in and said hello, you should definitely come in and say hello. So last week was quite a good week in the shop. We certainly were kept busy. Saturday was very busy, lots of buying, lots of selling as usual. Nothing of any particular interest that we bought that is worth showing with you. We do have weeks where we just buy, fairly common mint product and penny albums and things like that we see all the time. It's not always a treasure hunt, but every week we come in, we do look forward to seeing who comes in and what they bring in. It's keeps the hobby alive for us. So we'll just say a few hellos here to people. Thank you everyone for taking part today. G'day Brett, Tanya, Patrick, Michelle, Greg, John, Jason, Nelson, another Michelle, Petra, Richie. So yeah, thank you everyone for taking part today. Yes, Michelle, Catherine and I had a good weekend. Thanks for asking. And Brett, yes, I am well. Thank you for asking. I hope you're well too. Right, so coins in the news. We'll just jump into our news section here. I must apologise if this seems a bit rushed today. It's because I left my prep a little bit late this morning. Shame on me. So we'll be closed this Friday. We're going to a guide dog graduation. One of our previous dogs, Pia, is graduating this Friday, so we're hoping that we might be able to see her on Friday. We will be open as usual on Saturday, so if you are in Adelaide and you have any last minute coin shopping don't leave it until Friday because we'll be closed. We've got some good news this week from the organiser of the Adelaide Coin and Banknote Expo, which is on October 7th and 8th here in Adelaide. The Royal Australian Mint has confirmed that they will be attending. So that's the first time they've attended the expo since 2019. If you are in Adelaide and you weren't going to come along to the expo, you should definitely come now because the Mint doesn't attend many shows these days. And when they were at the expo last time, it was very interesting. There'll be two lines probably to get into the expo on opening day, a line to get into see the other 27 dealers that are coming from all over Australia, and there'll be another line specifically for going to the Royal Australian Mint. Now I will address a couple of questions about those in the Q&A session today about the Mint. Now the other thing the Mint did is last Wednesday, I think, they line listed releases for August. So there's two blocks of releases in August, one on the first Thursday of the month, which is usually when the Mint releases their new coins. So we'll just look at the ones from the first Thursday of the month, which are just there. So the Opera House coins have resurfaced. Interestingly, when this was delayed a few months ago, there were 4 Opera House coins. It looks like there's only 2 now. So we've got a aluminium bronze 50-cent piece, mintage of 50,000, and those are $12.50. They will be available on our website on release day, those aluminium bronze 50-cent pieces. So if you're not here in Adelaide and you want to get your hands on those, they will be on our website on release day. There's a selectively gold-plated silver proof anniversary of the Sydney Opera House coin with a mintage of 50,000. The price of that is $110. Now the final release in the Australia the Beautiful series is also being released with a mintage of just 7,500. It's a domed $5 silver coin, beauty rich and rare. Not Australia the Beautiful, beauty rich and rare. The 12 Apostles, so that's the final in a 3-coin release. And now we've got a $5 silver coloured proof coin, the Australian Antarctic Territory, the humpback whale. So that's another one of these co-releases the Mint is doing. So that means that we don't get any stock of that coin directly from the Mint. We have to work with a third-party company. So that's why we've got to be determined there with the pricing, because even though there is a release price for that item with the different discount structure and the shipping costs, we're not sure if we'll be able to sell it at release price if we do actually manage to get any of those. Now, those are all being released on Thursday the 3rd of August. The second set of releases are being released on the 18th of August, and these are the Book Week coins. So this is the third release in the Book Week series. This one is Edward the Emu, 35th anniversary of Edward the Emu. And as usual, this is being issued in 3 different formats. We've got a carded coin there for $15. It's a coloured copper nickel 20-cent piece. We've got a what the Mint is calling a special edition book, which has the copper nickel colourised 20-cent piece in it for $50. There's 50,000 of those being made. And the gold plated copper nickel coloured coin in what they're calling the deluxe edition book, and they're making 3,000 of those. So that's the 2 blocks of releases. As always, if you are interested in any of that stuff, you're quite welcome to contact us. I will just say that, as you can imagine, demand has been very strong for the Sydney Opera House selectively gold-plated coin and the humpback whale coin and the beauty rich and rare coin. So if you haven't already told us that you're interested in those, then you'd probably want to do so fairly quickly. So that's the releases for August. As I said, we will have the aluminium bronze Sydney Opera House 50-cent piece up on our website, which is the first time we've sold anything through our website for a while on release day. I got up this morning and checked my news feed, and it turns out that the very first thing on my news website of choice talked about a decline in cash in the economy. The Reserve Bank has released their cash survey for the last financial year and found that for the first time since decimal changeover in 1966 that the amount of notes in circulation has actually declined. There's about $101 billion worth of notes in circulation, which has declined on the last survey. There's been big decreases in $5 notes, $10 notes and $20 notes, and for the first time ever there has actually been a decrease in $50 notes. $100 notes have actually gone up slightly, but the rate of increase has gone down for those. And the Mint, the Reserve Bank said that they've got a third of people identify themselves as low cash users. So that's a third of Australians identify themselves as low cash users, using cash in less than 20% of transactions. So interesting thing there. And I guess, you know, as coin collectors, the lack of coins and cash transactions isn't a good thing. There are some positives to it though. It does help reduce the effectiveness of organised crime, because the cash just isn't there for them to be able to do their dastardly deeds. And I guess some people might argue it's a good thing because it kills off the cash economy, but other people might suggest that that is a bad thing because the cash economy stops us paying tax to the government. I have no particular opinion on that one way or another. The next item was a bit of news that was supplied to us by either Angela or Lisa, apologies, I can't remember who, about a rainstorm and an excavation for a railway line in London. Of course, London is an ancient city, and whenever there's any big excavations there for architectural reasons or sewers and things like that, archaeologists do get into those excavations and recover any stuff that is found. And we'll just pop up the slide for this. So it was an excavation along the route of a new train line in Hillington, which is an outer suburb of London. And there had been a heavy rainstorm, and the colour of the excavated ground had actually changed. It had changed to an orange-greeny colour, which is a sign of corroding metal. And when they excavated the site, they actually found 300 corroded Iron Age coins. And I'll tell you, this is the first time I've heard of this particular type of coin. It's called a potin, which is a it looks like a silver alloy, but it is actually an alloy of copper, tin and lead, and these were minted by Celtic tribes in the UK and Europe just before 0 BCE and around just after 0 BCE, so about sort of 100 BCE and 100 AD, that sort of time. And they were low face value coins that were used for trade and minted pretty much before the Roman occupation of England, when they obviously fell out of use because the Roman coins took over. So pretty amazing find there. So on the right there you can see an image of the recovered coins, and on the left there is an image from Wikimedia showing you what a potin looks like. So pretty happy coincidence that the rainstorm happened when they were excavating a large patch of ground, and the archaeologists recognised the change in colour of the ground for what it was. The next item in the news is a bit sad actually. We spoke about this last year, about a museum in Germany that had a power failure, and during the power failure someone broke in and stole 483 gold Celtic coins that were recovered in the 20th century, which at the time were the largest Celtic gold coin recovery in the world for at least 100 years. So it turns out that the German authorities were pursuing a known gang of burglars who were known for cutting power and fibre optics, and they had DNA evidence linking this gang of 4 people back, crimes dating back 20 years or more. So it seems likely that these people cut the power and the alarm system to this museum and stole this gold. And unfortunately, in a raid, the German authorities found bags of melted gold, and the composition of the melted gold matched that of the coins. So they know that at least 70 of the 483 coins have been destroyed, and they are hoping to at least be able to recover some of the gold coins, but it looks like maybe all of them will be lost forever, which is really quite tragic. Once they're gone, and you know, for people who were clearly intelligent, if they're able to disconnect alarms and power grids and things like that, maybe they should just get a bloody job and not ruin everything for the rest of us. I'm hoping that they are able to recover some of those coins, but it's not looking great at the moment. The next item was actually a news story from a Romanian metal detecting group that has been translated to English and picked up by media outlets around the world. Just recently, some Romanian metal detectorists in a forest in the northwest of Romania found almost 5,000 silver coins and 3 silver plates and a ceramic jar that the coins were in a forest. They were all issued from about 1500 to 1550 in the name of Vladislav II, who was the king of Bohemia, Hungary and Croatia. So they were probably dinars, which are tiny little half-gram silver coins. And good on the gentleman who found these coins. You can see his name there, Raul. He handed these coins in at the local town hall. In Romania, they do have a law that metal detecting finds have to be turned in, and Raul may well end up with 30 to 45% of the value of these coins given back to him as the finder of them. So again, I just find it remarkable that you can live in Europe and metal detect and find treasure hoards. I know that most people don't, but that possibility must make it a fairly compelling hobby, I would have thought. Now, today I thought we would do a Q&A session. We haven't done one for about 6 or 7 weeks. Also because I'm disorganised and I didn't have a topic of the day. Just before we do get onto that, I would just like to recognise that Bruce Mansfield has passed away. If you've been in and around coin collecting for a while, you would know who Bruce was. Bruce went by the name Goldie, or Gold Seeker. He was a large man with a large personality, and was one of the early coin noodlers, dollar coins primarily, Bruce was interested in. He was from Melbourne, and if you ever went to an ANDA show in the 2000s or the early 2010s, you probably would have met Bruce because he tended to go to most of the shows and he talked very loudly and was very enthusiastic. He is believed to be the first person who put together an entire clock face of upset 2001 Centenary Federation dollar coins. By a clock face I mean he found one with rotations at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock and so on and so forth, and had them mounted to a board. At one point he had those on display at the Royal Australian Mint. They approached him to put them on display for one of their events. He was active on internet forums. If you remember what internet forums are, they are still around, but obviously not so popular anymore. And I would just like to pass on our sympathies to his family for his passing, and those of you out there in the coin collecting world who were friends with Bruce will know that he'll be sadly missed. So RIP Bruce. Right, Q&A session. This is where you get to ask me a question. There's been a few questions asked in the video announcement already, so I will just address those firstly. Now, someone asked whether I've lost my notes. There they are. Someone asked about whether the RAM we were doing coin swap at the expo. So might be worth just saying quickly what the RAM usually does when they attend fairs. Usually they have some sort of special offer at coin shows and coin fairs. That might be a special edition product. It might be that they take their portable press. The portable press is a small pneumatic press that they use to strike counter-stamp dollar coins, and they can be bought for $5 or something. Well, that's what they used to be, $5 or something. The other thing that they used to do was a coin swap, and that would allow you to swap for face value a bag of coins. So that might be a bag of 5 $2 coins, a bag of 10 $1 coins. What are they going to do at this expo? We don't know. I'm hoping that they will communicate something with the Numismatic Society of South Australia and give us some advice about what's happening. I've probably said before that I look after the Facebook page for the expo, and the Mint has been really nice to reach out to me and contact me, and hopefully we can cooperate and share some information through the NSSA Coin and Banknote Expo Facebook page. If you're not already following that Facebook page, please do go and follow the Expo Facebook page, because that's where all the news will be put up first, and of course as I can I'll share that out through the Purple Penny Facebook page too. Right, the next question was via an email that I got over the weekend, wanting to know why we left sold listings on our website. Well, firstly, because we want to. It's good to have a historical record of coins that we've had there, and I don't really see the point of taking them down. Secondly, from a marketing point of view, they are good for us to be there, because it gives something for you out there, people to look at and to get enthused about, and to perhaps aspire to. If there's some lovely coins posted up there, you might think, I want to own one of those one day. And the third reason is a technical reason. It helps us with the search engines. More content on our website, then the more likely we are to show up in search results. So that's why our old sold listings are kept on our website, and we won't be removing them. They will be there forever. The next question that gentleman asked was that why don't we have sold prices there? And that's because they are old listings, and sold prices are often well out of date and useless. So that's why we take them off. And you know, unfortunately, a lot of the time the only reason people want to know sold prices is because they want to sell something themselves, and if you want to do that, more power to you, but you can work out the pricing yourself rather than leveraging off of our historical information. Right, someone is saying here, have I seen the Sherlock Holmes commemorative euro coin? No, Leah, I haven't. I haven't seen that one. If you would like to send me a Facebook message with a link to that coin, I'll talk about it next week. Thank you for sharing that. Brandon says, is there any chance of the RAM releasing a coin with a purple penny privy? No, definitely not. definitely not. We're just one of the Rams customers. We don't do co-marketing or anything with them. And no, that was it for that one. Right, the next question we had was, will we see a Charles coin in 2023 from the Mint? Don't know. I know that just through private communications from the Mint that they are still moving forward with that. But as soon as we know anything, we will let you know. That's all I can really say about that. The next question was was, would there be overprinted PNCs released for the NSSA Coin and Banknote Expo? Yes, planning for that is underway. I do know what the theme of those are. I can't share that just yet, I don't think. As usual, they will be available for purchase from dealers at the show. Every dealer will be getting a small allocation of them. Can you buy them online? Well, you'd need to contact dealers that are attending the show and ask them that. Is there a purchase limit per person? That's up to the dealers that are selling them. Do the dealers have to sell them at the show? No, they don't have to. Do they have to sell them at release price? No, they don't have to. Are they all likely to be sold out in the first hour of the show? Yes, almost certainly. There's no easy way of distributing this stuff and making sure that everyone gets one, because they are very limited numbers produced, and they are produced to try and get people to come into the expo, and it is entirely up to each dealer to decide whether they want to bother selling them online or not. But yes, there is going to be an overprinted PNC. The Gloria says, is there a list of dealers for the show? Gloria, yes, and I am in the process of formatting that in a suitable fashion to post up on the Expo's Facebook page. I'll get onto that as soon as everything else happens. What is that? Right, next question. What are milk spots? Milk spots are white spots, usually on silver bullion coins. Canadian silver bullion coins are prone to it. What is it? It's toning, it's corrosion. Why does it happen? Now, I haven't read any recent scientific reports on milk spots and things like that, but the general consensus in the bullion collecting community is that milk spots happen because of the silver blanks not being washed properly, or perhaps what they are washed in has some sort of residue in it, and that causes the milk spotting over time. Is it confined to just Canadian silver coins? No, I've seen it on Australian coins, I've seen it on English coins, I've seen it on American coins. Does it devalue the coins? Yes, absolutely, it does. Even bullion coins, there are some people that won't pay as much for bullion coins with milk spotting on them. So that's what milk spotting is. Why is it called milk spotting? Because it looks like spots of milk on the coin, little white spots of milk. Now, the next question that we had was, what coins do I think are going to be in the 12 coin set that's going to be released later in the year? Before I answer that question, it's worth understanding the legal requirements that the Mint has to cover off on before they can issue a coin. Each one of their coins that they issue needs to be approved by Parliament, and that's yes, by those bunch of people over there in Canberra. Needs to be approved by Parliament. So as part of their planning process, the Mint obviously plans to release things through the year, and not only do they have to make them and market them and create the packaging and all that sort of stuff, they need to get the what's called a currency determination passed through Parliament before they can actually release those coins into circulation. Now, just because a currency determination has been passed for a coin, it doesn't mean the coins are going to be made. Sometimes they don't get made, sometimes they don't get released. Now, the person who asked the question about the 12 coin set, that what they're talking about is a set of currency determinations that were passed this week, or last week I should say, and they look like they are another 12 restruck $2 coins perhaps in an album similar to the 2018 $2 anniversary set. There's a description there of, you know, the designs of the coins and things like that. Does that mean that set's going to be released? No. Have we been told about it by the mint? No. Is there a release date? No. Is there a release price? No. There is no information about that set other than the currency determination. Everything you read on Facebook is pure speculation. Pure speculation. And from time to time you will see rumours sweeping Facebook about this coin release and that coin release, and that's because someone has read a currency determination and announced that to all and sundry, and people have grabbed that and run with it and I guess made up things as they go along. So yeah, it looks like there might be a 12 coin $2 restrike set being released, and that's all we know. It might be. Now, there were a couple of questions in the comments today. Adam says, at a stab in the dark with the decline in cash, what year do you think the new $5 note will see the light? That's a great question. That's a great question. As I already said, the number of $5 notes in circulation has dropped, and I did read an article last year saying that there was a large stockpile of pre-printed $5 notes at the Reserve Bank already, and I read that around, I think it was earlier this year, around the possibility that King Charles wouldn't appear on the $5 note, and the Reserve Bank said because of the large stockpile of $5 notes that they had, they didn't need to rush to make a decision. They didn't give us any idea of how many were available or anything like that, but I would strongly doubt we would see a new design $5 note this year, and it'll be next year at the earliest. But other than that, it again is pure speculation. I think that is about it. Let's have a look here. Have we got any other questions? Gloria said, is there a list of dealers for the show? Yes. Oh, Brett says, do you have to be careful buying 1938 crowns? Yes, you absolutely do, Brett. There are lots of fakes around, and even the ones that aren't faked, often they are cleaned, dipped or wiped or polished with a silver cloth or whatever it happens to be. So it doesn't just apply to 1938 crowns. You should be careful buying any key date pre-decimal coin. Why do I say that? Because key date pre-decimal coins are expensive, they are always in demand, and as such unscrupulous people will try to sell fakes or unknowingly sell fakes, and will try to sell coins that they have either improved or sell coins that they don't know have been improved. So yes, you do need to be careful buying 1938 crowns. Make sure you buy them from reputable dealers in PCGS or NGC slabs. Make sure you check the registry number with the PCGS slab and the NGC slab to make sure it's not a fake slab, and if possible, buy it in person so that you can examine the coin in hand and make sure that it's not cleaned or anything like that. If you have seen our coin listings on our website, you would know that we always disclose cleaning and things like that. If we believe a coin has problems, it always gets disclosed. So yes, you do need to be careful. Sam says, it's only a currency determination. We will all have to await the release. Yes, that's right, Sam. We had two people in this week who were baffled that we didn't know about the 10-year anniversary release of the $2 coronation coin. Because there is no such thing. Clearly, I don't know if there's a currency determination for it, but clearly there's some sort of rumour getting around on social media about the fact that the 10-year anniversary of the 2013 purple coronation coin is coming up later this year, and that there must be a release for it. And they were baffled that we didn't know about it. I'll be honest with you, we don't know about things much more before you do. As soon as we know anything and we're allowed to say it, we will tell you. And the Mint, for obvious reasons, keeps their cards fairly close to their chest, because sometimes circumstances prevent them from releasing things in the manner that they would like. And also, there are people out there that, when they are told things that they're supposed to keep in confidence, don't do it. So, as a consequence, the Mint does keep things close to their chest, and I don't really blame them. Right. I think that's it. Hello, Peter. How are you? Thanks for joining us. No worries, Brett. Glad we can help you. Brandon says Australia needs a secret service to police enforce the currency. I don't know about that one, Brandon. I'm not sure what you're getting at there. I think that'll do for today. Peter says, what did Peter say? Peter did say something here. He says that a 10th anniversary of coronation would be in poor taste for the Queen. That's an interesting thought, you know, given that Charles has only just been coronated and the Queen has only just passed. You know, it could be argued what Peter is saying is true, that it is in poor taste to release a 10-year anniversary coronation coin. And Sam says he agrees that it would be in poor taste, but he assumes it's happening. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Right. That's it. Thank you everyone for watching today. Thank you everyone for your questions. Thank you for the 50 odd people who have joined in live. Thank you for everyone who's watching on YouTube afterwards. I do love the fact that people get over there on YouTube and leave comments over there when they're watching later. As always, if you've got any questions or any topics you'd like me to cover, please send me a message or give us a call or email us, and I'll do our best to talk about it. Thanks everyone for watching. Happy collecting, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.